Morning student. Now I shall be talking about the G factor as we have discussed the Charles Spearman theory of intelligence. So basically, according to Charles Spearman, intelligence is a combination of G factor and S factor. So basically, the term G factor is denoted by the general intelligence, and general intelligence refers to as that is used in our day-to-day life activities. So here the major concern of the psychology is that we basically use our G means general intelligence in day-to-day life activities. So if we are doing a particular task like solving a puzzle, so the factor which is responsible here is G factors. Now according to Charles Spearman has given the major importance to G factor as the major component of G factor are quantitative knowledge and working memory. So the quantitative means, for example, you are able to do a math sums. So the major factor which is responsible here is G factor. You are using your general intelligence to solve math sums. So basically the quantitative is an important component of G factor. Knowledge, as we know, some people are good in their knowledge as compared to other individuals. The people who tend to have good acquisitions of knowledge, those people tend to succeed in their life. Now another component, that is working memory. The term working memory refers to the activities that we do in our day-to-day life activity. Basically, we are able to remember all those activities on the basis of general intelligence. So here the main concern of the psychology is that you are able to perform and do different sets of things in a particular set of environment on the basis of G factor. So general intelligence is also responsible for the working memory. Now let us discuss one of the major prominent feature of G factor. One G factor tend to promotes the another G factor in a positive manner. It means if the person is good in the knowledge, then he might use his knowledge in the day-to-day life activities. So basically knowledge can be used in different sets of areas like solving sums, like taking up the good decision in life. So basically the factor in which he tend to be good is knowledge. So knowledge is one of the important component of the general intelligence. So basically he is able to perform all those activities on the basis of knowledge. Now let us discuss about the another factor given by Charles Spearman, that is S factor. Now what is S factor? The S factor is basically denoted by the term specific factor. Now here psychologists mainly talking about that specific factor tend to vary in the individual, as some people are different in their activities. So basically he wants to say that in each and every individual there are S factor and G factor. Some people tend to excel in a particular field of activities. Those individuals come under the specific factor. Now the major notion that is given by the Charles Spearman is that if the individual is good in singing, it is not necessary that he or she is going to be good in painting also. Now let us understand that major concern of the Charles Spearman about intelligence was that if the person is good in one set of abilities, it does not necessarily mean that that particular individual is going to be in other activities also. So basically a person who is able to draw well, it is not necessary that his painting is going to be good. Now let us understand this S factor through example, like I have written S1, S2, S3, S4. Now S is denoted by the term student. Student 1 is good in calculation, another student is good in writing, another student is good in drawing, another student good in problem solving. So these are the different sets of abilities of an individual, and if you see student 1 has different set of abilities as compared to student 2. So basically there is no combination in their abilities. So let us now discuss about the characteristics of G factor and S factor. Now it is universal and inborn ability. It is general mental ability. It is constant. It is used in every activities of life. The amount of G differ from individual to individual. Greater the G in an individual, greater in his success. So basically this means the person who has good knowledge, his knowledge can be applied at different spheres of life. So basically that individual tend to succeed more in life. Now let us know about the S factor. It is learned and acquired in the environment. It means, for example, if we take example here, a newborn child can be an excellent dancer. So basically skills are developed in the environment in which he or she lives. It varies from activity to activity. It means each and every individual tend to show variation in their set of abilities. Some are good in painting, some are good in singing, some are good in writing. So basically people tend to differ in their abilities also. Kindly note down this in your psychology notebook, as this is an important theory according to the exam point of view.